Hi guys, it's Mina, and today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 weakest movies. These are movies that I sort of like but don't really like as much. Either it's because the story or it was just like making something that was based off of look bad. And if you guys like any of these movies, then that is okay. I like them, but I just don't like them that much. They're just not my favorite. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to tell you guys why these movies aren't my favorite, and why I think they're weak, so you guys don't get confused. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get started. And I do have some movie reviews up for some of these movies, and I will put the link down below for one of them. I actually only have one up. Anyway, I'm going to get started. So number one on my list would have to be the 1955, or is it 1950-something, whatever, thing of Alice in Wonderland, the Disney version. The reason I don't like it that much, but I don't hate it. I do like only one scene in that movie, and that's the Shrink and Grow scene. I know that's kind of pointless, but whatever. Anyway, the reason Alice in Wonderland is like my least favorite of the Disney movies is because it's just the most confusing film for me. There's like so much going on, and I do not understand what's going on in that movie. Like there's so many like strange things happening that I cannot keep a track what's going on in the story. Sorry. Number two on my list would have to be the Lizzie McGuire movie. I don't know. I think it's kind of a rip-off of the TV show. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the TV show Lizzie McGuire, but I never got into it as a kid, but I do like it today. But I didn't like it when I never really watched Disney Channel when I was a kid. The only things I ever watched was Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network as a kid. I never got into Disney Channel. I don't know why. Even though I love Disney, I just never got into the Disney Channel. So I just think it's a rip-off of the show, and it doesn't have a good story. So when I watch a movie, I always focus on the story and what's going on, and I pay more attention to the story and what goes on. Number three on my list would have to be Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane did not have a good story. I just didn't like the story. And then again, for me, it's just the story I'm more focused on than anything else in the movie. Number four on my list would have to be Speed Racer. And the reason I think it's a rip-off of the TV show, and the story wasn't that good. It's just a horrible movie, and I feel like it was making the TV show look bad. Well, I didn't think it was horrible. I did like some scenes in the movie. I just thought it made the TV show look bad. That's why it's my least favorite. Number five on my list would have to be Fat Albert. Now, I never watched the show Fat Albert, but I just thought it was really bad. It wasn't even funny, and the jokes were just so pointless in that movie. Well, it wasn't bad. I just thought it was really weak because the comedy was completely weak. Number six would be The Princess Diaries. Now, the reason I think The Princess Diaries is weak is because it wasn't as funny as the second one. Well, don't get me wrong, I do like The Princess Diaries. It's a great film, and I love Anne Hathaway. She's one of my favorite actresses. But just this movie just was not my favorite. Number seven is Girls Just Want to Have Fun. The reason I don't really like Girls Just Want to Have Fun anymore is because it was so overplayed while my sister watched it over and over again. Don't get me wrong, I watch movies over and over again, but this one I just could not stand after it being played 10,000 times. Number eight on my list would have to be Garfield. I don't really like Garfield that much because it was just a rip-off of the show, and it made like the show look really bad, and it was really stupid and pointless. Number nine on my list would have to be Rock-a-Doodle. Now I do love Don Bluth. He's one of my favorite directors of all time, but this is the strangest film he's ever directed. I mean, it's so weird. You got a chicken impersonating Elvis in that film. And it's like the weirdest thing ever, but the only thing I liked was the cute little animals, but it was just, I was like, why the heck would you have a rooster impersonate an Elvis in a kid's movie? That's just completely just weird. I found it completely weird, and even though the only thing I liked about this movie was the animals, and the songs were just annoying, I did like the story, but I just didn't. Oh, here's the thing: I did like the story of the movie, but I just didn't like the songs. They were just really obnoxious. Number 10 on my list would have to be Rocky and Bullwinkle. Now, I love the cartoon Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't know if a lot of you know the cartoon Rocky and Bullwinkle. I bet a lot of you who grew up in the 60s are very familiar with that show. I used to watch the cartoon. I love the cartoon. It's one of my favorites. I used to watch reruns of it on Cartoon Network. Right back when I had cable. I don't have cable anymore, like I said before. I used to watch the reruns on Cartoon Network. It was a fun show, and it was fun to watch. My mom and dad grew up watching that show, and it's really cool. But I just didn't like the movie. I used to like the movie as a kid, but after I watched it when I was, I think, 13, I realized I didn't like it as much as I did when I was a kid because I felt like it looked kind of stupid. No offense, Rocky and Bullwinkle is a great show, and Bullwinkle is like Mr. Know-It-All and stuff. But just the movie just made the cartoon look so bad. Okay, so those are my top 10 weakest movies. I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, this is just my own opinion. If you guys like any of these movies, then good for you. I just thought they were kind of weak. It's not that I hated these movies, it's just they weren't my favorite, but I did like them a little bit. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.